Hey guys, so this is going to be a blackout reading, and please bear with me because this is the first time that I've ever done a channeled read like this. This is all based on just the dreams that I've been having lately and some of the synchronicities that I've been seeing. And if you remember, if you watched any of my most recent videos, especially the last video, I talk about how lucid dreaming is a lot like driving a car. And one thing about cars is that you have to get your car realigned. And it is the same thing with your chakras. It is not that we, reach the level of the crown chakra and then we never need to work on ourselves again. There is no such thing as perfection. We are never perfect. Perfection does not exist. The only thing that does exist is that we were perfectly made and perfectly designed to be whole within ourselves. I am taking this message even for myself because I know for a fact that I need my chakras realigned because there have been a lot of things resurfacing. And that is one thing that I mentioned in my 2024 video, is that things would be resurfacing right now so that we could correct them. So different aspects of our shadow are going to be coming to the surface. You could be feeling a lot of emotions that could feel uncomfortable to you right now. A lot of situations from your past may be coming up, especially dealing with past relationships, things of that nature. And so I just kind of want to dive into what has been shown to me through my dreams. And so ever since I said that I could not smell in my dreams, I've been able to smell. I've been able to smell. And the first two things, like in two of my dreams, I smelled someone's feet, like both times. There was people putting their feet near me and they smelled really bad. And so feet are connected to Pisces, okay? And Pisces rules the feet. So on the bottom of your feet, you have soles. There are souls on your feet. So I always connect the feet to the soul. And so the message that I'm getting for that is there is a need to purify right now. You could be undergoing a purification. And so in order to purify, you have to purge out everything that does not serve you, everything, all impurities that sit within your spirit, your body, etc. And these things could be making you feel uncomfortable, and you could be getting triggered right now. And I want to say that no emotion is bad, okay? No emotion is bad because it is communicating something with you. And so if it feels bad, then it is showing you something that needs to be corrected and needs to be healed. And that is always good. Every negative can be turned into a positive. And so in the dream that I had last night, and I'm trying to think, like 474. Okay. So in the dream I had last night, I was pointed, and I'm talking about relationships, and in the dream that I had last night, it showed me that, and I don't know if it was a mother figure, but that is what was shown to me in my dream, is that you could have had a mother figure who was maybe not so open-minded to certain things or certain beliefs, certain things that you may have shared when you were younger, and it may have caused you to not want to express certain things or not share certain things, and it may have caused a blockage in your throat chakra and caused you to close yourselves off. Now, and I can relate to this in a lot of ways because a lot of my interests when I was younger were demonized. And so it didn't make me shun out those interests, but it did make me not want to share those parts of myself with people anymore. And I learned how to be a very secretive and private person. And so now in my adult years, it's like I had to learn and come to this place of kind of embracing them all over again. So connecting with your inner child and giving your inner child that space to be free, because you are the head of your own life. You are the head of your own life. And a lot of times as children, we can feel like we don't have control, and that can carry into our adult years. Like, I know as a kid, for me, like, I hated the feeling of not being in control. Absolutely hated it. And one thing that I had to learn in my adult years is learning how to surrender. Learning how to surrender, because you don't need to control every little single thing. I'm sorry, y'all. Bear with me, because like I said, this is my first time. Yeah, but yeah, there was just seems like, yeah, I don't know if it was a mother or if it was someone else or just people in general who were very close-minded to things you would express, but I'm seeing that it may have in some ways hindered you from expressing. Yeah, but it's like you kind of have to give yourself permission to be you, and to not feel insecure about it, and to not, like, don't demonize yourself, essentially. And another thing that I'm getting is it could be very uncomfortable. You could be exploring right now or wanting to explore different things, different avenues. And what I'm seeing is that there is an expansion taking place, aligning with your higher self and higher knowledge. And it could be uncomfortable because it is going to make other people feel uncomfortable around you. But one thing that you have to do is to remember that you are home for yourself. I'm sorry, I'm trying not to cry right now. Ooh. I'm so sorry. I'm really trying so hard to hold back tears. Yes. Okay. Let me get it together. Yeah. You have to remember that you're home for yourself, and you are your own sense of security and safety. And you have to treat yourself as you would treat literally a house. The same way you take care of your house is the same way that you should take care of yourself. You are your own sacred space, and you cannot be a sacred space for others if you are not first a sacred space for yourself. Yes. Right, because to expand, like, requires us to connect with other people, but it's like, because one thing I pride myself on is feeling like home to others. And I do not like to be around other people when I don't feel like that within myself, when I don't feel like I'm going to have the best impact on them when I feel like I am maybe experiencing certain negative emotions, and I don't want to project that onto anyone else because I know that my energy can be intensely felt. And I absolutely hate affecting people like in a way where it's going to not have a good impact on them. Now that doesn't mean that you are not allowed to feel these negative emotions. It does not mean that. And you should not feel insecure about maybe feeling certain negative emotions. We're all human. We will forever be human. You know what I mean? Like no one is perfect in that sense. But like I said, you are perfectly made and perfectly designed, and nothing is going to change what lies at your core. Um, okay, I think I'm. It's crying. Okay. Let me see. So yeah, there's like a lot is going to be shifting around you. Okay, and so it is just important for you to remain grounded in yourself, to just constantly just remember who you are, um, and kind of be your own security blanket, right? It's um, there seemed to be a main focus on like the lower three chakras in my dream, okay, the dream that I had last night. And so let me see. Yeah, so especially the sacral chakra, because in a dream, okay, there was a girl who had happened to be like following me from place to place, and she was very, very animated, like had this very animated personality. She was nice and she was sweet, but she talked a lot. And one thing about me is I get I get overstimulated. So I literally, like, she was talking so much that at one point I just forced myself to wake up. I was like, you know what? I think we can end the dream there. Like, I'm like, cause girl, like you just keep talking, and I'm getting tired of saying So, so yeah. So and the thing is, she had on the colors yellow and red, very much like McDonald's. Okay, like that's what it reminded me of was McDonald's, like Ronald McDonald. And um, so red, yellow are going to be the root and solar plexus chakra, but then they also create the sacral chakra. And so that seems to be like one of the main focuses right now is going to be the sacral chakra, and also the throat chakra is highlighted as well. I mean, honestly, all the chakras were highlighted in this, but especially the lower three chakras um, need attention. And so it's like, or that's at least what is being called out right now. And now, one thing that I always remember whenever you are working with the energies of the lower three chakras, they require solitude. Um, like, in the way that I usually remember that is because all of these are mostly about yourself. Um, it is about, your, it's going to be bringing up a lot of things about your past, your childhood, home life, different things that you experience emotionally. So all of these aspects of your shadow side. And so the way that I remember is because the third chakra up is the solar plexus, and you have soul, right? And soul is also in solitude. So whenever you are working on these, you want to silence all the noise around you. Even if you think like someone can be helpful or they do give great advice, but you don't ever want to give someone else's voice more power over your own. Your own inner voice is the most important thing to you. And in order to strengthen your own intuition, you have to listen to your own voice, and you need to silence the noise around you, and just go within yourself. So it's like whatever you need to do to come home to yourself is what is being called. Come home to yourself so that you can, you know what I mean, expand and connect with your higher self. They're literally like connecting with your higher self, and meditating. And so another thing, so in this dream I was in a store and there were all of these bottles that were purple, okay, and they were like for bath wash or body wash, whatever you want to call it. Sorry. Bath wash. And so purple is connected with your crown chakra, okay? And you may have saw angel number 474. So number 7 is about balance, harmony. It is also related to your crown chakra. And then 4 is going to be the heart chakra, the root chakra. And it also kind of ties into the sacral chakra, because the number 4 is connected with the moon, which is connected with your emotions. Is also like the depths, you know what I mean? It represents your soul, but it represents the darker aspect of your soul, right? So in order to shine and come alive and come into your higher self, you must get familiar with your shadow self. And so I woke up and I'm like, okay, body wash is the only scent that I could remember. Like, I smelled so many of these, but the only scent that I could remember was cinnamon. Okay. And so I'm getting that you should do a spiritual bath, take a spiritual bath. And this does not matter. I did put something out for the Lunar New Year, and I was talking to specifically the women, queens, goddesses, and telling them to do a spiritual bath. Now, I do things when I'm led intuitively to do them, but that was a moon ritual. It is important for you to connect with moon rituals right now, and this is for both men and women, because we all have both feminine and masculine energies within us. Otherwise, if we didn't, we would be imperfect. They balance one another, okay? So there is a call to balance between your feminine and masculine energies. Yeah, so I almost feel a little bad for excluding the men, because I'm like, y'all can do this as well. I'm like, they probably see this in black shit. I might do that too. And it's like, you should. Like, you should. But yeah, like, you can't spell goddess without God. So like, but yeah, do a spiritual bath. And also, so cinnamon is used for increasing psychic and intuitive abilities. Activating your third eye is for protection, prosperity, and healing. It also will attract positive energies and repel the negative ones. And it also helps keep your body healthy. Okay, it is an anti-inflammatory, antiviral, and antibacterial agent. And I think that for the most part, I got everything that I needed to get out. But I also just wanted to say that we all have insecurities, okay? So, like, even me, like I said, I'm taking this advice for myself, because there have been things also popping up for me still that I know that I still need to work on. Like, one thing about me though is I'm like, the work is never complete. As long as I'm alive, there's always work to be done, right? But it's just like, it's giving yourself that grace and understanding that, like, you are a masterpiece in progress. You know what I mean? Like, and you are already a masterpiece, but it doesn't mean that masterpiece cannot be worked on even more. You know what I mean? And it should be like, you are a work of art. You know what I mean? And you should treat yourself as such. So don't think of it as this thing where, oh, I have so much work to do, like, I'm not perfect. Like, no, you are perfect, okay? And treat yourself like a canvas rather than a task. You know what I mean? And just like, it's like more so surrendering in the process, surrendering to it, like, and not making yourself feel bad, because we all have insecurities, and there's nothing wrong with having these insecurities, and you shouldn't like feel bad about having them. But yeah, like, you know what I mean? Think of it more as like light, delicate brushstrokes on a canvas rather than you taking a nail and a hammer. Like, you're not trying to fix yourself, okay? Like, it's not about fixing yourself, it is about becoming more of yourself and embracing yourself. It's like giving yourself a big hug. You know what I mean? Being home for yourself, literally, like being it's like, because forest also is connected to mother energies, you know what I mean? So it's like allowing yourself to feel the love on yourself, um you know what I mean, giving that love to yourself before you give it to anyone else. And yeah, like, do not beat yourself up, just give yourself grace, give yourself time. And honestly, I think that's it. I think that's it. Yeah, this was just a very short read, but yes, you are coming into, it's almost like not even necessarily meeting your higher self, but yeah, you're coming into union and alignment with your higher self, with your higher self. Um, and so, yeah, anyways, I think I said enough. I don't want to go into overkill and then it kind of, um, oh, well, yes, but also, yeah, one thing too is that one other color that I noticed was green on one of the labels. I couldn't remember what the scent was. I don't know if it was a cinnamon one or not, but that is connected to the heart chakra, right? So it's like rebalancing the heart out, basically, is why all of these wounds are going to resurface. You know what I mean? Because you're essentially balancing out your heart. So if you feel out of whack, it's absolutely okay, because I've been feeling out of whack lately and I'm like, I don't know if this is my energy or someone else's, to be honest, because like one thing that I'm getting better at is kind of being able to know what is my energy and what is not my energy. Because I remember even when I was younger, like I would just get in these certain moods, like I would just be in certain moods all the time, and this is the reason why I spent a lot of time alone, and it is the reason why I cannot be around too many people. And it's because I feel other people's energy very, very heavily, and it does affect me. I get overstimulated, and so I just require a lot of time to myself, or I can only be around specific energies for greater periods of time. But yeah, so it's just like always, at the end of the day, at the end of each day, make sure you're coming home to yourself, okay? And learning what energies are yours and what energies do not belong to you. And if you feel like that energy does not serve you, and if that energy does not feel like a place that, if it feels like it's not yours, like you just say, I don't know why I feel like this, I have no reason to feel like this, it probably is not your energy. And so you need to, do what you need to do to get that energy off of you and come home to yourself, okay? Let me see if I have anything else to say. Yeah, I think that's it for now. But yes, I'm sending y'all so much love as always. Oh yeah, I was gonna say, like, sound baths and meditation music on like I use a lot of, I be looking up all kinds of different meditation music on YouTube. So like some of the sound baths, they do have sound bath meditations for like sleeping, and then they also do have some for if you want to focus on just like one particular chakra. You can find meditations for specific chakras. You can also find meditations for, like, I found one for aligning the chakras. I was gonna listen to it last night, but I ended up falling asleep to the Jones the Jones girls. So yes, or the Jones girls, the Jones sisters. I be getting it mixed up sometimes, but I think I might be thinking of two groups at once. But um, yes, yes, like, anyways. I'm sending y'all love. I hope you have a great and wonderful, beautiful day or evening whenever you are watching this. And yes, I'll see y'all next time. Bye.